Do we need women and gender studies? Yes, I absolutely think we do. The point of women and gender studies is to explore and learn different ways to gain equality for everyone. Feminism is an important part of this concept. It is a movement of standing up for women's rights and trying to end sexism and oppression. For years, women have been trying to end sexism and oppression. They have been fighting to be treated as equal to men in every aspect of society. It's not just women dealing with this struggle either. It's also men and the LGBTQ community. In order to go forward, all members of society need to know about their histories. We need to understand what happened in the past affects decisions being made now. This can help society make more informed decisions about how to make life more fair for all people. I think that Chimamanda Adichie is a great advocate to look up for feminism. She suggested that everyone should begin to dream about and plan for a different, fairer world of happier men and women who are truer to themselves. It is because of the world we see today that I especially think women and gender studies needs to be taught. One thing that concerns and upsets me the most is sexual assault and violence. In class, I learned that 1 in 5 women and 1 in 71 men will be sexually assaulted at some point in their lives. Hearing that gives me chills. This has been going on since time began, and only in recent decades have people started to take into consideration the size and seriousness of it. Women go to work every day and end up getting sexually assaulted just like Lupita Nyong'o and other widely known people. Many may not think it happens to people like celebrities, but it does more than people believe. This shows that even if you are a popular public person, you are still at higher risk as a woman to be assaulted. Our society does not value women and the LGBTQ community as highly as men. It is abusers like Weinstein that makes education on that subject that much more important. Women and gender education should start when children are at a young age. College is too late for most people since their opinions have already been formed. If all people were taught from a young age that all bodies should be respected, then there should be a chance to decrease or better yet stop assault and violence from happening in the first place. We need more people like the Silence Breakers, who are mostly celebrities that many people are more likely to believe. When celebrities speak out, it makes it seem more real for some people. The more we talk about it, the more awareness will be brought, which could be beneficial. It could help change the way we view sexual assault, which could then make laws change to make it easier to punish violators. Education about women and gender could also help to prevent sexual assault by teaching young people early on to be aware of their own beliefs and values and encourage critical thinking. It's so sad to think that women, men, the LGBTQ community, or anyone else can go out in this world and be scared or worried that they will be assaulted. Nobody should have to live like that. Intersectionality is also a major concern in women and gender studies. I had no idea what this term meant when I first heard it. In fact, I never even heard it before. Intersectionality refers to multiple discrimination with race, gender, sexuality, disabilities, and etc. My sister is a lesbian, and I remember her being terrified to come out even though our family is very supportive. She has to deal with discrimination because she is a woman, but also has to deal with discrimination because she is a lesbian. Intersectionality is important to understand because though someone may have a common discriminatory experience with other people, that person may also be experiencing another type of discrimination the rest of the group is not. For example, if my sister joined a women's organization to fight for fair pay for women, some other women may not support the LGBTQ community. She could possibly experience discrimination by other women. Nobody should have to be scared or come out or live in this world with the thought of possibly being judged and hated. It's 2018. It's about time things start to change around here. A great example is Maysoon Zayed's TED Talk. It really stood out for me ever since I watched it. Her experience with intersectionality is having a disability, being a woman, Muslim, and wanting to be a comedian. She didn't give up on trying to become a comedian, even though her cerebral palsy and Palestinian Muslim background were big obstacles. She shared stories of the discrimination she had faced and the support she had received with a great sense of humor. Her father didn't treat her differently because of her disability. He treated her like the rest of her siblings and made her do work just like they did. Hearing that made me happy, especially knowing that there are people out there who know how to treat others. By letting people see how a disabled Muslim woman can also be friendly, it can help people see her as a complete human being. The fact that people who are of different race or religion can be terrified to go outside and are treated differently because of it irritates me so much. Everyone should expect to be treated the same no matter their gender, race, who they love, or disabilities they face. Again, if there's more education about this, then maybe others will be able to see it as well. To be honest, when I first signed up for this class, I thought it would be mostly about women. I wasn't expecting the course to be so detailed with different subject areas, whether it was racism, intersectionality, sexual assault, mental health issues, gender, or anything else. I learned a lot more than I thought I would have when the semester began. Before this class, I believed I was a feminist. I wasn't exactly sure what it was that made someone a feminist, though. I only knew a little bit from celebrities like Taylor Swift and Beyonce. After this class, I can gladly say that I continue to think of myself as a feminist, and now that I know more about the subject, I hope I can convince others as well. I think all schools, not just colleges, should have a women and gender studies class available to them. This is such an important aspect of people's lives, and there are others that need to know about it. Women and gender studies should be required for all people. People's attitudes and laws to make life more fair for all cannot change unless we understand how our past affects our present and future.